All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Capes and Lunatics. It's me, Phil, and it's Will Allred. Hey, Will.
Hey, man, how's it going? Love the opening, by the way. That's
Oh,
awesome.
thank you. Yeah. Got to get that crossover division promo in there. Yeah,
some guy let me know he got his in the mail already, which I'm very happy about.
Yes. Oh man, I forgot to bring it out. It's sitting in the other room. But we've been pre-recording a bunch of our stuff this month because people are in and out. And then we're taking the last 2 weeks off, so the month off. So yeah, we've been pre-recording some things like this episode, this will drop probably the Monday after Christmas. So
cool, very cool.
So yes, so we're in the future.
Welcome to the future. It is now.
So hopefully everyone had a good holiday and Will can relax.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. So so it's just me and Will. Before we get to, we're probably gonna do like a classic Sector 2814 where we talk all the Green Lantern stuff. But before we get to the review of the first 4 issues of Far Sector, I figured we'd talk about some of the newer stuff. Oh, there's your Far Sector collection. Nice. But yeah, have you been keeping up with the current stuff?
Yeah, I really think it would do me well to go ahead and go back and from the beginning read all of Green Lantern and all of Green Lantern Corps, because I think there's some things I've missed from issue to issue just because it's so long between me reading them, right?
Yeah, it's so weird because like for the first time in like many years, I haven't been reading week to week, so I've been reading in chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like the first here we'll try to tackle these somewhat in order. But yeah, Starbreaker Supremacy, and then there's some newer stuff after this, but I figured we'd start here. But
yeah, because I mean with the Starbreaker Supremacy, I don't know, and this is not on the creative team at all. I think my reading of it was disjointed. So it felt to me like I didn't know where I was, what I had read last time, and that's not on the creative team, that's on me, as a reader. So
same here, because like I said, I was reading in chunks, and I'd go a few weeks, and I'd read like the second half or something. Yeah.
But I mean, there are things I find myself forgetting because I think I read them too fast, and I would like to go back, I think, and just leisurely read slowly, everything up to this point. Basically, Adam's run along with the Green Lantern Corps separately, and I'm sure we'll talk about it in a second. I have got to get back to Absolute Green Lantern because I'm lost.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on? All right,
God, I forgot about Absolute Green Lantern. I think I'm like an issue or so behind, but yeah.
Because I'm just like, there are not many writers I would give this much leeway to. Al Ewing being one of them, but it is a real slow burn, and I think that's what he's constructed, right? Is a really slow build to whatever is going on. But for me, just coming in and out of it, it seems like I'm lost. I need to go back and read that, as a block, I think.
Yeah. I don't know if it's designed to be read like in, as like a trade or two, but Yeah, I
Hmm.
know. I've read Al Ewing's other stuff, and I don't think it's usually this slow. So I mean, I don't know if that's intentional or what, but
Yeah, and then of course we finished off Green Lantern Dark, which I thought
oh
ended really well. I mean, so but yeah, there for quite a while we had, four Green Lantern books a month, basically, right?
yeah, yeah. Green
Yep.
Lantern Dark, yeah.
And I thought that was a good ending to that series. I mean, it was coming out bi-monthly, once
Hmm.
every 2 months, not twice a month. Thank you, English language, for being needlessly confusing. Um, but yeah, it was. This one was so different
Oh,
than,
the Green Lantern Dark one.
yeah, so
Yeah.
different than of course the ongoing books or even Absolute Green Lantern. It was very much kind of a lot of gothic type horror kind of
Mm.
tropes. Not even gothic horror, some even like Lovecraftian stuff, ancient evil that, consumes darkness, blah, blah, blah. Um,
Yeah, it's
but
more
yeah,
like it's more like on the mystical end that almost reminds me of like Alan and the Starheart and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, it was a really good, again, I think, and again, this is me, this is not the creative teams.
Hmm.
The way I'm reading right now is just not, I don't think it's conducive to these longer arcs. It would probably be better if I just waited, right?
Hmm.
Got all 7 issues together and then read them at once so I could keep up with, where I am. Because, there was one issue where did I read the last issue? And I kind of remember reading it. You know what? Wait, what happened? Where am I? And that's I think a problem with reading the way I am trying to get, reading done now, which is more catch as catch can than sitting down and being more intentional, right?
Yeah. Honestly, I've been reading more like digitally and not like I haven't been picking up like floppies
Hmm.
every week or whatever. And unfortunately, it's very easy not to run into floppies. It doesn't take much effort not to run into floppies if
Yeah. Hmm.
unless you're intentionally seeking them out.
Yep, absolutely. And I'll get them into the box at the end of the month, and I'm like, okay, what do I need to read? And and sometimes I'm like, well, something else is going on, so then it may sit there a week or two, and by then it's been 6 weeks since I've read anything, right? So I don't know. It's just, I think it's something that I need to do differently, going forward. It's like, maybe save up a few issues and then, read them as
Mhm.
a chunk so that I can kind of keep the larger arcs in my head as, we read the individual issues. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Get off my lawn.
I kind of feel that way sometimes. I'm like, is it the comics that are changing, or is it just me? But
Yeah.
I think it's a little
But
bit both.
but I think Green Lantern Dark was an excellent series. Love that it was bringing back the Elseworld and bringing back the Tangent Green Lantern.
Mm.
I mean, this was a cool little book, and I'm glad it exists, and I enjoyed reading it.
Yeah, it makes me want to almost want. I want to go back and read some of that tangent stuff. I don't think I've read
Yep.
most of that tangent stuff.
Yeah. Now, if I remember right, they did
They're like one shot. Were they one shots?
I think they were one shots. Now, didn't they just do like two omnibuses that they released where they did the Marvel DC crossovers, and the other one was the Marvel versus DC stuff?
I think they. I know they were talking about it. Yeah, I haven't. I wasn't sure when they were releasing those, but yeah, because they did release new stuff in the Deadpool Batman issue and the Batman Deadpool issue, which I saw
Which
stores had to put up signs to say yes, these are two different things.
um, I was reading Grant Morrison's newsletter, and they said that they brought in they were for specifically bringing in the dimension of manifestations, and that's how this crossover happened because Eternity and Kismet basically hook up. Kismet being the DC Universe version of Eternity, right? And that's how this Batman Deadpool crossover happens from the DC side, which I thought was kind of, being a Quasar fan, I'm like, Grant Morrison knows about the dimension of manifestations from Quasar? That is so cool.
Mhm. I was like, this is gonna be yeah. Come on, Grant Morrison. Oh, the other issue, the Deadpool Batman one. Did you see there was like a page? There was like it was only 2 pages, I think, a Green Lantern story in there.
What's an Infinity Gauntlet? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
Rocket Raccoon with powers of learning.
What's a parallax? Yeah.
But yeah. After the Starbreaker Supremacy, did you read any of like the newer Green Lantern issues? Like the newest one was a Hal and Ollie team up. Did you read that?
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yep. I thought that was pretty good.
I thought that was good. Yeah.
That was really good. And then, there's this subplot that started, I think it was in 28,
Mm-hmm.
where Hal's name's in the Book of Oa, right? And of course, hey, okay, spoiler alert. You have 5 seconds to stop this podcast if you don't want to hear spoilers. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay. Krona is back, right?
Again.
Again. Excuse me. And it's interesting to me that, he's this deformed version of Hal Jordan now, which is, he was going to try to bring the core down from the inside, but then
Yep.
I guess Teen Lantern, she kind of screwed things up, or was it her, or was it Simon?
Wasn't Krona exerting influence on Teen Lantern or
Yeah,
something? Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, I'm interested to find out more about what the heck's going on there.
Yeah.
Um, Now I'm in Green Lantern Core.
Mm-hmm.
So Hal's book, I mean, the art's great. It's good, right? The
I like
core
in the
book,
I like in the last issue or two of Hal's book where he's kind of back on Earth.
yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
It's been a while, like
Hmm.
years.
But with the core book, I feel like they're really trying to sort out the human lanterns, right? So Joe, Simon, Jessica, Guy, Kyle, John, who they killed ish in the recent Starbreaker Supremacy.
They'll light those batteries back up. Yeah,
Yeah, but that was the Hypertime version of him,
there was two of
who,
them. Yes.
yeah, who still can't die though, according to, I don't even understand that one. Anyway, but they seem to be focusing really on the human lanterns, and I'm hoping that we get, and they brought some new lanterns in too, some new recruits. But I would like to revisit some of the lanterns from the previous Green Lantern Corps book, right?
Mhm.
Princess Iolande, a certain daughter of Sinestro. But I don't know if Jeremy Adams was listening to us, or uh, we just willed it into existence. Sorry, Green Lantern joke there. But Kat Matui is back,
Yes.
which I think is pretty darn amazing. Now, it's not a Green Lantern Kat Matui, but
Another
it is
hyper time
another
version.
hyper time version of Kat Matui. So that's cool. I'm hoping she becomes a Green Lantern, again
Yeah.
soon.
I mean, I guess we'll see what Jeremy has to do with it because a lot of that hyper time stuff was from when Philip Kennedy Johnson was writing that book with John.
Well,
Where
actually, that was before it was
oh,
oh, what was his name?
not Jeffrey Thorne, was it?
Yeah, the Jeffrey Thorne run.
Oh, I thought it was Philip Kennedy Johnson. Okay.
Yeah, because he was when Philip Kennedy Johnson followed the John that came back to Earth with his mother and
Mm, mm.
the whole Dark Star ring thing, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, the still hyper time is confusing, but hey, we've got Kat Matui back, and that makes me happy. So
Yes. Because I was going to say
thanks.
Philip Kennedy Johnson's not going to be back this way anytime soon. Because I saw, I think he just signed an exclusive Marvel deal. So
Yep, I remember seeing that too. Yeah. So it looks like we've got Hampton and Jeremy Adams on Green Lantern Corps and Jeremy Adams on the Green Lantern book at this point. So
yes.
I'm I think it's a pretty good time to be a Green Lantern fan. We've got
Mhm.
3 books a month if you count Absolute Green Lantern, and it's definitely a good time. I think Adams is building toward the Starbreaker supremacy. I think was a way to kind of fix the other cores that had been kind of broken because the Source Lantern and all that weird stuff that happened in the Jeffrey Thorne run, right? Which again, we've talked about this ad nauseum, I think, at this point. But there were some really good things, I think, early on in the Thorne run, and then there were a lot of things that I just didn't like. Let's blow up the battery again. How about a
Well,
moratorium on that for at least 2 decades? Okay, can we do that?
at least 2 decades. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing. I feel like it's like no matter who's on this book, with the same patterns kind of keep repeating themselves. Like either the core gets blown up, a battery gets
Hmm.
blown up, the Guardians quit. Some variation of that happens.
Hmm.
Like we've said,
I
at
mean,
least every 5 to 10 years.
I'd like to see the Guardians kind of fixed because there's as much as we both love the Jeff Johns run, I think he did real lasting damage to the Guardians, right? As a
Well, yeah,
as
I
a
mean,
group. He turned them into genocidal maniacs. I mean, that's not cool at all. But
yeah. Then we got hippie Guardians. I almost feel like is it almost like there's too much regulation in the Green Lantern Corps, which I know with an organization that big you would have to have like rules and structure and stuff. But I don't know. Would it be easier for a while just to be like, okay, the Guardians hand out rings to worthy candidates and kind of give them a little more free reign
yeah, go help, go save people and promote order. We're gonna do our thing, right?
once you're vetted?
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, and that's one of the thing I think is missing in the current Green Lantern books is this grandeur. The core seems really small right now. Really small. Um,
Well, it seems like everything keeps gravitating. I mean, no pun intended, but everything keeps gravitating towards Oa.
yeah. Well, and now, I mean, even in the latest issue with John, I don't, this John Stewart. We'll just call this guy John Stewart 2, John Stewart Prime, John Stewart. I don't know what are we gonna call
Yeah, he really doesn't want to come back.
him. Yeah, but with him coming back, we see that all the lanterns are on Oa
Mm,
now, and various parts of Oa have been given over to the other cores, right?
mhm,
And unless I miss my guess, well, not my guess, unless I'm misremembering, Sinestro's back in a yellow uniform.
mhm.
I think in the latest Green Lantern Corps. So I I'm a little bit, I don't know. I want to see how all this is going to work, right? What's kind of the plan moving forward?
Yeah, and again, everybody on one planet, it's always seems weird because sometimes it's like, oh, well, are some of these organizations not supposed to be the best people, like the Yellow Lanterns, the Red Lanterns? But it's like, but now all of a sudden we're kind of on equal footing, and
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good point. Just because you had, let's say, a red ring, doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you're really, really angry. And sometimes anger can be useful, right? I
mm,
mean, and that's why I kind of think they delved into it a little bit on the violet end of the spectrum, where they showed how this, weird, creepy stalker love, right? They did a story about kind of that. But And then they kind of got into it in the Red Lanterns book where they could be a force for, you know, good in the universe back in the New 52. But, you know,
Oh, that was the other creepy thing. It's like, was that the latest Green Lantern Corps? Because I read a bunch to get in the together, but it's like when fatality breaks out and someone's like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's John's ex" or something like, "Ugh, okay.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I'm more there than that." Yeah.
that's a weird thing that happened in the New 52. There were some interesting pairings in the New 52 that I would prefer to forget. But
Mm.
anyway, um, but yeah, I mean,
I almost,
there.
I almost feel like we need like it's kind of a soft reboot, almost like not a retcon and not like cleaning the slate like we did when Kyle was the only Green Lantern, but just like
Mhm,
kind of like I don't know, simplify it for a while or something.
and I think maybe that's where Adams is heading,
I hope so.
giving it a real kind of status quo that then we can build more stories, out from. Because the emotional spectrum stuff, that's, pardon the pun, but that's kind of the core of Green Lantern since the Jeff Johns run, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean
it's about the rings,
we've
right?
been
And
we've been doing that for what 20 years now.
exactly. 20, yeah. Thanks, Phil. I don't feel old at all now.
Oh, mm.
But
It's almost the end of the
I
year. It's almost time for that annual Green Lantern Rebirth reread, huh?
that is correct. Yep, that'll be the last week of the year, and then I'll start the year off rereading Cosmos and Collision.
Oh, nice.
Quasar.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I feel like Adams is building toward something new. But I don't know. I do have a little bit of criticism, I think, of his run so far is that things seem to happen really, really fast, right? The whole Starbreaker supremacy was just kind of boom, it's there, then it's done, and I feel like we could maybe take a moment and explore kind of some things that are going on instead of jumping right into the next crossover or jumping right into the next, whatever. And I think we get a little bit of that with the latest issue of Green Lantern, with him and Ollie,
mm.
back in. So I don't know. I'm curious to see where things are going, but it's been it's been good. It's been really good. I mean, I still, what was the Space Cabbie issue of Green Lantern Corps? Not one of my favorites.
Oh,
But I think things are, I think things are on a good path right now, and the
yeah,
book
yeah.
the month is enjoyable.
Like I said, I'm glad Hal's back on Earth. I enjoyed that story with
Mhm.
Green Arrow. Hopefully, maybe we get like Kyle or maybe Guy or somebody back on Earth. Maybe
Yeah,
get a
and we've got an interesting. I'm curious. Thank you for reminding me. I wanted to hear kind of your take because it looks like Kyle is kind of his White Lantern is almost like Super Saiyan. Sorry, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan from a long time, but there was that scene in 28, I think, where Connor was saying, "Punch me as hard as you can," when you power up, and
yeah,
which
but
is interesting.
yeah, but it's kind of weird because is I mean, didn't we already go through this in like New 52 and stuff? It's like, oh, what are the limits of the White Lantern stuff, stuff, and
Mhm.
I feel like we've done this before, where it's like, what are the limits of this thing? Well, how does this work?
Well, and I think because I haven't since Sector 2814 stopped, I haven't continued reading the New 52 and
You're
been
welcome.
staying up to date. But I believe that there are like four White Lanterns just out running around somewhere now, right? At some point, Kyle
Oh,
created them or gave them White Lantern rings or something, I think.
I can't even remember. So, maybe, yeah.
But and maybe things have changed now that, well, first off, all the Source Lantern stuff was weird. So maybe we will get some answers about what can a White Lantern do, because pre-New 52, a White Lantern could bring people back from the dead, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but can Kyle still do that?
I don't know.
I
I
don't.
can't.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, what do you? How have you felt about Kyle's appearances in Green Lantern since it's restarted?
I mean, I like some of the current stuff, like when he was with Superboy and the others. Just
Hmm.
that little team up was nice. Again, Starbreaker Supremacy was weird, just because everyone like lost their emotions for a while, and
Hmm.
but yeah, like I said, I'm hoping maybe we'll see Kyle on Earth again too, because it's been a while since we've seen Kyle on Earth too. Just with
Oh yeah,
heck, I don't think anyone's been full time on Earth for probably years.
yeah. I mean,
It seems like we've
where
been
was
chasing. It seems like we've been chasing one cosmic crisis after another.
yeah where? So let's go back to the Thorn Run. Guy was Guy was on Oa, wasn't he?
I think so.
We know Simon was.
I think wasn't everyone but Hal on Oa. I thought.
Well, when Jess was when bad things happened, Jess was out in space because she became a Yellow Lantern for a while, right?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
But I don't think we ever knew where Kyle was during all of that, did we?
Oh,
Because he didn't come back in the end. That was just Hal finally showing up and bringing the Justice League, right,
yeah, I
at
think
the
so.
end of the
Yeah.
Thorn Run.
Oh, was that around that time or later? Or like there was. Remember, there was a point. Yeah, we didn't see Kyle for a while, and then I think did Hal or somebody find him, or I forget what he was doing, but that isn't that. Oh, was that when the spectrum was going running out of control? I can't remember.
Yeah, because he had different colors on his costume, and
Mhm.
things were weird. That was during this series, so I don't know where he was during the Thorn Run at
Yeah,
all,
I haven't reread the Thorn Run since we
since it
talked
came
about
out.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Then we had that year with no book, so
yeah. I think, and I don't know. You tell me what you think. I think Adams is trying to pin the various Earth Lanterns into some specific lanes, right?
mhm.
Guy is this type, Kilowog. We do get some Kilowog stuff. We haven't seen Salak in a while, and that's something that I'm curious on your thoughts too. But it seems to me, at least, that we're trying to get all of the Earth human lanterns pinned to what they're going to be, at least for a while, right? Give them new status quos.
I feel like that's what we need is for a while. Give us some stability for a while instead of, oh, hey, this one's here, this one's here, this one's here for 6 to 12 months. And then it's like, okay, now we're going to shake things up and either
Hmm.
everyone's in space or we're moving this one here and this one back over here.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing too. And then again, yes, I'm very thankful for the books that we have, but I want to see some alien lanterns. I mean, yeah, Kilowog is great, Salak, um, but again, the lanterns that we got, in pre-New 52, that were the core, pardon the pun, of the Green Lantern core book.
Hmm.
Um, it was Princess Iolande. It was the two guys from Thanagar, right? We got Mogo. We had, until of course he died, Mogo's partner, which was awesome. The biggest with the
Oh,
smallest.
yeah.
I mean, we had lots of great uh, non-Earth specific lantern stories come out of that run, right?
Hmm.
And you know, I and I think that's maybe I think that's what helps. sell the Green Lantern Corps as more than just a human bunch of humans in space. It gives it that grandeur, right? You've got that literally thousands of members from lots of different species across known space, right? And
Mhm.
I think I'm missing a little bit of that from the current book. I want it doesn't feel that big to me. It just feels like, Jessica's in charge, which is great. Jessica's a great character, but where are all these other characters that, have been Green Lanterns? Green Lanterns that have appeared in the book before, you know? I know that in this kind of, it annoyed me a little bit. I want to know what your take on it is, but there were a lot of Green Lanterns supposedly killed during, the United Planets running of the Corps with um, evil Dark Star ring wearing dude. Well, I can't even remember his name. Supposedly killed a lot of Green Lanterns with that were using the Source Lantern at that point. So I don't know. I Again, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, just because you can, I mean I mean, all these nameless lanterns shouldn't just be cannon fodder every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, a Green Lantern is one of the most formidable beings, in the universe, right? That at
Mhm.
least that's how I think they should be treated. Um, but I don't know. That's just my preferences. So I will shut up now.
And again, I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, I get you, and it's like I don't know. Yeah, we need more spotlight on some of the alien Green Lanterns. Again, I want to see some more of the Earth Green Lanterns on Earth.
Hmm.
Not everything has to be, oh, the universe is about to be destroyed. It's like, I could, go to Earth and punch Hector Hammond in the face. That's fine with me.
Yeah, or maybe there's a giant asteroid or a black hole about to, eat a star system. Hey, let's go fix that, right?
Mm, just something fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and that's these are minor quibbles. I'm really enjoying the books, and uh, I'm glad we're where we are. There's always
Yes.
room for improvement for everything, but I think we're in a really good place with Green Lantern at the moment.
Yes. And then the latest update, supposedly the Lanterns TV show is coming in 2026, supposedly.
Supposedly, yes, I've heard what like July or it's after the Supergirl movie.
I think so.
Speaking of, did they release the trailer for that
I
or
think that's this week, I think,
okay?
coming. Well, yes. Uh the
Well,
week of
in the
December
past,
8th, kid. The week of
yeah.
December 8th, kids, yeah. Because I think I saw yeah, I think supposedly they're releasing the first Supergirl trailer and the first Avengers Doomsday trailer, so
Oh, okay.
because they have to do it at the same time.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Uh
Because
oh,
who
oh
wouldn't
yeah, did you
spread that out?
see? I guess Avengers Doomsday must have something to do with Avengers Endgame because they're re-releasing Avengers Endgame in September back to theaters, I think.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Mhm. Oh, okay. The article I saw, yeah, lanterns. They're saying late summer 2026.
Oh, okay. So probably July, August,
August, yeah.
September, or something like that. Okay.
So we'll see. But then again, how many years have we been saying, "Oh, hey, the Lantern show's coming"?
I think we've been talking about this since.
I'd say at least since the Jeffrey Thorne run, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's been
Oh,
coming for a long time.
at least a continuity or two ago. I think we were talking about
Yeah.
that during the Snyderverse.
Yeah, maybe. Wow. Yeah.
Oh
Ugh.
yeah, I mean, God, we don't get to talk weekly anymore. Did you ever see Superman and Fantastic Four?
Haven't seen Fantastic Four yet. Stace and I keep
Mm,
telling Stace that we need to watch it, but
yeah.
I enjoyed Superman a lot. I mean, Crypto was awesome.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was. I thought it was a really good way to start the DCU, right?
Mhm. And
So
Nathan Fillion played a perfect '80s
the
Guy
guy,
Gardner.
exactly. Yeah. Now I'm hoping that we get some evolution of Guy, and
Yeah.
Guy's supposedly going to show up in the Lantern show too. So we'll have that. I mean,
Yeah.
because the guy of the JLI era is a bit much.
Yes. Yes.
I'm, and then I'll be honest, that I mean that I was not a big fan of Guy Gardner until really the Green Lantern Corps book that spun out, right after Rebirth.
Hmm.
That I think really made me a fan of that character, because he had kind of grown and changed. And then also, look, I know you and I are not exactly the biggest fans of the New 52. I think that's probably an understatement. But the Red Lanterns run with him was
Oh yeah.
really, really good. Yeah,
Hmm.
and one of the things I want to do is get back to that and finish reading that arc, because that's, we get a Red Lantern Supergirl there too,
Yep.
which I think is interesting. So cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. That was one of the few better things in the New 52.
Yeah. I don't think there was a large body count during those issues, so
Surprisingly.
surprisingly, yeah, because there was in every other one, right?
Exactly. And then in the Red Lantern book, yeah.
Yeah, in the Red Lantern book of all things, that's very strange.
All right. You want to get to the first 4 issues of Far Sector?
You bet.
All right. So yeah, let's talk. Let's all right. So let's talk this as well. The first 4 is a one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also a hardcover which I've got up on the shelf too. I figured I'd grab this because it's
Mhm.
easier to manipulate, but it's one of the oversized hardcovers, which is nice. It's a nice book. All
Yep.
12 issues.
Yep. And these are on DC Universe Infinite too, kids. So again, plenty.
And uh, N.K. Jemisin is an amazing writer.
Yes.
And the art on these issues by Jamal Campbell is beautiful. And I think it's really helped by the colorist. And I do not remember the colorist's name, and it might have been Jamal, but I think there was a separate colorist, right?
Hold on, let me look. I have the issue open, but I can't find the credits here. Let me
Here,
go
let me see what I
to.
can find.
Hold on. I had the credits open. Come on. There we go. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Jamal was penciler, inker, colorist. So he did pencils, inks, and colors.
And he probably went to the printer and printed the issues himself too. Geez. So yeah, anyway, the art is fantastic on these issues, and
Yes.
the writing is every bit as fantastic as the art. So this is a
Mhm.
really great series. And honestly, my understanding was that this was uh, more akin to an Elseworlds, right? Or
Yeah, I think it will. Again, this is the
it
first
started
appearance
that
of
way,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the first appearance of Joe, and it's like
Mhm,
it's often pretty much as far away a sector as you can get.
mhm,
And yeah, I don't know if anyone thought this was going to be, if she was ever going to be in continuity or not.
mhm.
And then plus, I don't think this book got the attention it deserved to because again, the first issue, the cover date's January 2020.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So between
And
between the year 2020 and I'm sure it probably didn't release every issue didn't
yeah,
release on time because nothing did it, but like
in
the first half of
2020, yeah,
2020. Yeah.
yeah. And this is one of the things that I think I'm really happy about from the Thorn run is that Joe was included, right?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
ultimately the book, Thorn's run, there were 2 stars. There was Joe, in he,
Hmm.
on Oa, and then there was John in the dark sectors.
Yes.
So I again, we've talked ad nauseum about a lot of the things we didn't like about that book, but one of the good things was that it brought Joe into the DC universe, and I think that's a really good thing.
Hmm. Oh yeah. But yeah, I mean it's a good story. I thought it was a good. I mean, again, I've only reread the first 4 issues
Yep.
so far because it's
Hmm.
been a while since I read this. But no, it's a murder mystery, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's a nice
And
intro.
it's just completely. baked in lots of different sci-fi tropes, and I mean it's got so much, it's got such a science fiction slant to it. And one of the important things about it is that Joe's ring recharges itself. She doesn't have a battery. She's not as powerful as, a typical Green Lantern
Yeah, it's like she doesn't need a battery, it'll recharge itself, but it takes a certain amount of
at a
time to
time.
recharge, yeah.
So she's not going to be able to be, I'm going to just go with it, Phil. She's not going to be able to make some, giant boxing gloves and just punch all her problems, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like a certain, favorite of mine. But anyway,
Oh, I didn't know if you saw this because, this was, like, in the back of the floppy, and it's on the, app too for the in
mhm.
the end of the first issue. They did an interview with NK Jemisin about, there's only like, on this page, there's only, like, 3 questions, but, like, the second question was
Is this
ho
the cast? Is this it right here? I think it's in the back of the trade.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Did you see it? But you see where, they asked her, "How did you develop the city enduring's location and culture?"
Oh yeah,
Who she got contacted by? Who
Gerard Way. Yeah. Who was I believe, what kind of the group editor for this uh new Young Animal, maybe?
Oh,
That
yeah,
I
maybe.
think so.
But basically, I guess just gave her the idea about basically just setting it in, basically she'd be alone and in
Mhm.
this sector as far away as possible, but then she just started filling in the blanks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and she puts some really, I think, important things about. She has some great quotes, from um, let's see, uh, things fall apart. She has some other quotes in here by, some other really prominent authors, I think, that she's bringing in. And when you get down to it, it's, you know, she even has this kind of internal dialogue about, well, not internal, she's actually trying to protect people. There's peace, enforced enforced peace versus, a lasting peace. Because she's trying to save those protesters, from being, killed by the police, the peacekeepers, right?
Mhm.
So it's got some, there's a lot going on in this, and it's very, very well done. And I think it would be interesting, to have. Joe actually goes back there, I believe, in a short story with John Stewart. What was that in? Am I remembering that right, or am I imagining that?
Wait, what was that?
Wasn't there a short, like 8-page story where Joe went back to the city enduring with John Stewart?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was like in crap. All right, that's gonna bother me. I'll have to look that up. I'm making a note to. It was in something. Oh, was it in one of the DC does the books for Black History Month? It may have been in one of those.
Oh, okay. I've read some of them, not all of them. So yeah, so it might have been in one
It
of them.
might have been in that,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and the setup is really good. You have all there's an exchange between Joe and her, the names that she gives. That's part of the thing. She gives these names that are alien names that I can't pronounce. Uh, but Joe says she was, at first I was afraid of you guys, and then the woman that she's talking to says, "Well, we were afraid of you because you have your emotions all the time."
Yes, because yes, that's one of the main themes of this is yeah,
Yeah.
they've turned off their emotions, these aliens.
And then there's a murder, and then the murderer is murdered because and there's of course other things going on. And I think at the end of the fourth issue, it's revealed that, oh yeah, we just kill them all, and then we've done this 12 times in the past,
Hmm.
right? 12 times, and which of course makes Joe, very angry, I think, because she is very much on the side of, lasting peace, that, where you have to listen to people versus peace at the end of a gun, right?
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, this is in these first four issues, everything is set up, and then how is she going to deal with it um, moving forward? And in the third issue, she stops that Well, she saves most of the protesters. I think some
Hmm.
of them were still gunned down, but she saves all but those 7 or 8 or 10, that were killed. And that's when she finds out that, yeah, this happens and we kill them. That's what it's always worked in the past. Well, 12 times, is it really working? It doesn't seem like it's working, right?
Oh yeah, that's the point she brings up. Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course, we have the one of the peacekeepers notices that her ring is different, and we
Mm.
get some explanation of how it works, and all that. But she's not the typical Green Lantern. She's definitely not Hal Jordan. She's not, Guy Gardner. She's not John Stewart. She's not even Simon or Jessica.
Which good. I
She's
mean, we don't need,
Yeah,
yeah.
she doesn't like to fly, right? We see that early on in here.
Yeah, well, I think it's like she doesn't have a lot of experience because probably flying chews up a lot of power.
Yeah, exactly. So she'll take a taxi, or walk around. I didn't feel like flying today, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this is such a good book, and it reads really well, as a chunk. If you read the whole series, it's very good. But I think it also is so very well constructed on an individual issue basis as well, right?
Mhm.
It's just it's so well done, so well done.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, if you're a fan of Green Lanterns, it's a good Green Lantern book. But again, it's just a good science fiction story because you've got a science fiction writer to tell it.
Exactly. And an awesome science fiction writer to tell
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, again, this was only the first four we did. But yeah, and that's so yeah, no, it's really good. Like I said, I'm have to do the rest of it because I haven't read it in a while. So
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I read it too. And I think what struck me in rereading it was just noticing how amazing the art was, you know?
mhm.
I mean, yes, N.K. Jemisin is an amazing writer, but she hit the jackpot in teaming with Jamal Campbell. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
he is a top tier storyteller and comic artist. I mean, he is, again, this is a dream team.
oh yeah. I mean, the art in this is beautiful. I mean, there's so many
Mhm.
pages or just panels you could rip out of this and make a poster or
Oh
whatever. It's
yeah,
just yeah.
and the covers. There were a lot of variant covers of this, but the standard covers are just, the Jamal Campbell covers are just awesome
Oh yeah.
for all 12 issues. I mean, there were some, I think, there were some that I bought the one of the variants probably just because they were amazing too. But yeah, this is a great, great little series. And honestly, I think the issues are kind of hard to find. To your point, when it came out, it was, I think, somewhat overlooked. So if you can find the issues, it's
Mhm.
definitely a run worth putting together.
And again, 2020, a lot of
But did
lot of
something
books.
happen in 2020, Phil?
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember.
Yeah. Yes, the supply chain was not running as it was designed to do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh, but no, the only thing I would say, and this is probably the fault. Well, it's not N.K. Jenison's fault or anything. I would have liked a follow up series where like maybe we got Joe on Earth or just somehow got more into the personal life of Joe and
Hmm.
stuff, maybe away from the so alien of an environment
Hmm.
before we saw her like with the rest of the core. I would have loved another series, 4, 12, however many issues, just see more solo Joe before she got thrown in with the rest of the core.
Yeah, and I think the Thorn Run, because the Thorn Run was,
And that wasn't like a typical Green Lantern story either. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was
because
it
everyone,
was it
most
was
most
not.
people lost their rings and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think there are some things that I think Thorne should take the blame for, but there are other things that I think were editorially just demanded. These things are going to happen.
Hmm.
The battery blowing up, things like that. But so there are some things that I think that he gets blamed for that are not his fault. But there are some, I think, valid story criticisms because I came away from that series. I thought the first two issues were awesome. But after that, it was a split book, and I never really felt that I got a complete chapter of either thing in an individual issue. Like it always felt like there wasn't, enough there. It should have been more.
Well, I think it was kind of like playing for time too, where it's like, oh, we can't give him back the rings this issue. Can't bring it, got to stretch
Yeah.
this out a little more.
Mhm. So yeah, I mean, but Joe came into that book like with number three, I think, didn't she? So with issue three is when she got back to Oa, and the only reason she was not dead was because her ring is different,
Hmm.
right? And the only reason Hal was not dead and Jessica was not dead, Jessica had a yellow ring. Which we found in the annual, she procured a yellow ring, and Hal's ring was, forged from his own willpower.
Hmm.
So it was not connected to the central power battery or anything like that. Um, I One of the things that I did like, and we're blowing over into the Thorn Run again. I'm sorry, but is it reset Hal so he's just a guy? He's got a normal ring, right? That's something I really liked. I didn't like the whole his own Will's ring thing.
Hmm.
I was not a fan of that. But I mean, I think the Thorn Run really helped showcase Joe too. I mean, I think this series did a much better job of it because it was dedicated to her. It was her
Yes.
book, right? But I think the Thorn series certainly didn't hurt
Hmm.
because Joe was the star for everything that was happening back on Oa.
And I feel like that's like it's not even the fault of any creator. It's kind of like what modern comics is where
Hmm.
it's like, okay, we introduce a character and they're well received, and all of a sudden we're throwing him on the into the deep end with like 50 other characters, and it's like,
Hmm.
no, because again, that was the beauty of Kyle blowing up the core, and all the
Hmm.
other Green Lanterns. Kyle got to shine for the longest time by himself, or and even when you brought in like Guy Gardner or John Stewart, they
John
weren't Green
Stewart, yeah.
Lantern, they weren't Green Lanterns.
Or Jade,
Like,
I mean, but I think that one of the things the Kyle run did was it really kind of whetted the appetite for people. Like, I want some of that back. I want
mhm.
that grandeur back. I want the core back. I
but it
want
but it took its
these,
time. It took its
but they
time to
took its
get there.
time till, yeah, I mean, so yeah. But yeah, again, this series is an amazing series, and
Mhm.
it gets better every issue.
Oh yeah, definitely. Again, I want more of it. That was my problem. I want more of Solo Joe.
Yeah, exactly. And uh, one thing I have to really give Campbell credit for, Joe has a very distinct silhouette
Mm,
and a very distinct look as a Green Lantern. She doesn't look like any other Green Lantern, which I
no.
think is really cool.
Hmm. I kind of like like, I guess they're glasses, but I kind of like like the mask. It's kind of like glasses.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, and her uniform looks like a uniform too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is kind of,
Almost like what Guy used to wear.
yeah, kind of I mean, yeah, I can see some influence there. Yeah, absolutely. The one true Green Lantern, you mean?
Oh,
Sorry.
Superman couldn't make a kid. You got an upgrade.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, him and Hawkgirl and Max Lord make like a cameo in the first episode of season 2 of Peacemaker. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, you need to watch Fantastic Four too. It's basically a love letter to Jack Kirby. So,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Very nice. Looking forward to it.
and Galactus looks good. Not a
He's
cloud.
not a
Galactus
cloud.
looks good. No. Oh man, towards the end they battle him in the city. Man, it looks good. Yeah.
Nice. Excellent. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So anything else, William?
No, it's nice. Nice coming talk back and talking Green Lantern. It's
Yeah.
been a while, man.
I mean, I love that.
I,
I
I
enjoy
missed
talking
you.
to you. I feel like we info dumped a lot because it's been a while since we talked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, come DC. Can we get N.K. Jemisin back in here for like another solo Joe tale?
Yeah, that's what we need. That sounds good.
I mean, I know they're probably not going to do 50 different Green Lantern books, but I'd like to see. I'd be here for a couple solo books, or at least partnering up
So
to maybe 2 per book or something.
yeah, just or some limited series around, I think that would, take, John had a 12 issue series by Philip Kennedy Johnson, take Guy or take Kyle, and move them to say a 4 issue mini or something
Mm,
so that the core can seem bigger, so you
mhm.
can grow that core, bring some older Green Lanterns in and all that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what the future brings, right?
Exactly. All right. So yes, hopefully we can do something again soon, William.
We'll see
Oh
if I
yeah, I want
survive upcoming travel.
yes. I was gonna say I want to talk to you after this about something. All right. Well, about a few things. All right. So yes, kids. Like I said, this was pre-recorded. Once January hits, we'll be back to doing live stuff. So, but yeah, send us your thoughts. And what do you think of Far Sector? What do you think of current Green Lantern stuff? And again, what do you want to hear more Far Sector talk? Yeah,
We'll be
or
coming back with more.
Red Lantern, something. Yes. All right. So yes, so send us all your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38 capes. And remember, you can follow us on pretty much all social media, or help support us by buying merch at TeePublic and Spring, or just rain random money on us for no particular reason. Lil Hellfire's favorite method. You need the money, gimme. And of course, the Patreon. You get exclusive, uncensored content every month. This month in December, Justin and I will be talking about some of his concert going experiences, some of his favorite music, and you may be getting a bonus episode. We might be getting another Justin drunken unboxing video because he bought a whole bunch of comics for his birthday, and I don't know if he got other stuff, but so
Nice.
yes, so stick around for that. Yes. So yes, it's always a fun time with Justin. So, but yes, so go subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/capesandlunatics. It's always that's from a drunken unboxing. All right. All right, William. Do we have any news on the I know you just successfully shipped a crossover division, and then you just completed also a successful campaign for the next issue. I mean, the trains are really rolling now.
It may pause a little bit after this next one, but we're trying. So yeah, crossover division number 6 has been fulfilled as I can make it. I'm still waiting for people to fill out some surveys. If you're listening, fill out your survey, people. But then we did successfully fund number 7 last month, and it should be the line art is done for that. We're just the colorist and letterer need to get their stuff finished for it, And so we're waiting for the schedules on both of those guys to lighten up a little bit so they can fit it in, and should be sending that out early next year. And then we'll be launching Crossover Division number 8, hopefully in late February or early March. We'll see kind of where that goes. And after that, I'm debating on whether or not to do a second hardcover or go on straight into number 9. So we'll see how that works out. But dude, we're almost, halfway is within sight of finishing, the series. So it's pretty cool.
Look at you being all trendy. 6'7", 6'7".
I watched an interesting language article on that earlier this week. Anyway.
My language article's having a 12-year-old. I know all about it. 6'7". All right, so. Oh man, hold on.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
There we go.
Hey, boys, you look at the party. I love the party.
Oh God, what were Justin and I were talking some more Secret Wars yesterday because we recorded the episode for Deadpool's Secret Wars, and then they got to the part where Doom shows up, all giant in the first, Secret Wars, and they basically proclaimed himself God. And I said, wait, I have a drop for that.
I am God.
Gotta love those read-throughs, man.
I know. Oh man, we're again, the people have already heard it when they're listening to this episode, but yeah, coming up, we're going to be doing a live read of Lilith requested Power Man and Iron Fist Sweet Christmas Annual from like 2016 or something.
Oh wow!
Like, there's some drops gonna be coming out of there.
I can imagine.
All right. All right, Green Lantern took us in. We'll take it out. All right.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll try to get this Will All Red in here on a more regular basis, hopefully once a month. Like we try to get this Ray in here. All right. So yeah, when you hear this, or it would be. Oh wait. Yeah, no, this will be the last episode of the year because the next episode will be drop on January 1st. So.
Cool.
So yeah, kids. Hope you enjoyed 2025, 2026. Lots of good stuff coming.
Welcome to 2026. Hope you survive the adventure.
Keep it green, kids.